like to introduce myself with a nice little story. And so Daniel and I, when he was 2 years old, were walking through Walmart. And I had heard tons and tons of people tell me I look like a character from a particular movie. And I always look, no. And even on my mission, when I knock doors and people would open the door and they'd be like, hey, you look like the guy from da-da-da-da-da. And I'd be like, no. And so one day, I was walking through Walmart with my son. He says, Daddy, there's a picture of you. And I look around, I'm holding him, and I look around. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And he's like, Daddy, there's a picture of you. And I'm like, no, there's not a picture of me. And he's like, it's right there. And I look over, and it's just a bunch of DVDs. So I'm thinking, no, kid, like, I'm starting to get irritated at this point because he's emphatically pointing. And I push that down. I make a decision to not get upset at my child. Just like you do with adults, you make decisions to not get upset or to get upset. And I say, what are you talking about? And he points. And when all of that anger, when all of that emotion is gone, I see what he's actually pointing at. And that's what he's pointing at. And as a father, I'm very proud of my son. As a person, I just put my head down in shame. And for years I had denied it, and now I had no way of denying that I look like the guy from Ratatouille.